Hello and welcome to another just rousing
Yes.
episode of OMGame Boy, subsidiary of the What the Famicom podcast. Today's episode is a little sus.
It's a lot of sus because we're talking about imposters today.
Something's going on that doesn't belong. It's Among Us, if I were to say, or Among Us, Among Us, Among Us.
Is that how your son says it, or is that how kids say it?
That's how kids say it. Like, have you ever seen a YouTube video from a kid nowadays?
No.
It's like
They,
Among Us, Among Us, Among Us. And it's supposed to be Among Us, but you speed up
okay.
and they think it's hilarious.
I'm gonna call the cops on those kids.
I am
So
the
we're
cops.
so we're talking about imposters, and listen, we're gonna try to figure out. We both together. Listen, I don't know where I'm going with this. So
We're gonna suss through it.
we're gonna
We got a
suss
couple
through.
of
So
we got
basically,
some
what we did
fake
was
stuff coming our
my
way.
idea was to pick 2 years for the other person in gaming. Like, so for example, I gave Nick the year 2006 and
1998.
1998. And I said, hey, pick 2 years, 2 games from each of those years, and then make up a fake game. And I'll have to suss out what I think the fake game is. So I told Nick, I was like, write down a description, say what platform it was on, give it a name, like maybe the production company that made it, and I won't know. I'll just have to suss out if I think it's fake or not.
Okay.
And who wins? Like, what do we win? I don't know. How about this? Whoever wins has to take over the podcast. Whoever loses has to take over the podcast.
Doesn't sound like I'm going to be happy.
So you gave me, so we agreed to do this, and I gave you 1998 to look up 2 real games and make them a fake one, and then 2006. And you gave me 1999, and you gave me 2011.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to let you read your 1998.
Yeah, I'm going to do 98 first. You might be able to figure this out. I don't know.
Okay. So he's going to name 3 games, and I'll have to suss out whatever the fake one is.
Okay. Let's see if you got it.
Okay.
Dragon Warrior Monster Terry No Wonderland. That's the name.
That's one name.
Yeah, that's one name. 98 Dragon Quest spinoff of this one came out for Game Boy Color, and Terry tries to save his sister, unnamed, and after beating monsters, you can breed them, right?
Okay.
Just like in all the other games. Has the new egg evaluator system. I thought that was fascinating in that game.
I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an
Don't tell me. Yeah, it's all.
Of course, everything's real.
Okay.
There's an awkward breeding animation followed by the monsters that would fall in love and leave the game. So that's
okay. So that's the first game.
It's the first game. Remember, this is 98. Okay. Then we got Waitrix, Matrix style future game, but it's puzzles. This one was made by Z2, came out in 98. They're mid-90s brothers, considered renowned for their work in fluid dynamic gender theory. Oh, not fluid dynamic theory. It's a sequel to Vampire Circus. You may figure it out.
There's no fucking way. Okay.
It's the one of puzzle games it's been referred to as.
Okay.
And it's a sleek futuristic style.
Okay. Now
Waitrix. And then
Waitrix.
Good game. Came out in March. This is real.
Okay.
And then lastly, this is also real. So I got 3 real games. This is going to be your problem.
Okay.
It's Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Triple Cross. It was by Ubisoft, just like all the others. Came out on Xbox 360 and PS2. It was once again Sam Fisher. This time, he's going to double cross the double crossers for payback. You get an ultimatum. It's kill or be killed once you infiltrate or don't infiltrate your missions. IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. Great gameplay. Very confusing. In quotes, this doesn't make any sense. You could have 5 different endings. So all these games are real. But
the second one definitely sounded too insane. But I actually... And I never played a Splinter Cell game, but that last one just doesn't sound right. I'm going to say the last one is fake.
Got it.
Was that right?
Yeah, you were right.
Like, why would they name a game Triple Cross?
I don't know. I thought it was just ridiculous enough that you would buy into it.
Yeah, but like it was honestly in tune with like the other names I've seen for Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it was just too
okay.
Like there was just something about the Triple Cross. And I'm like, that might be the thing. How is the second one real?
Because the only thing, it's not actually Matrix style puzzles.
Yeah.
It's just puzzle. It's a puzzle game, futuristic.
But all the things you said were real.
And they were brothers from the 90s. That's why I was channeling the Wachowski brothers or Wachowski.
Oh, okay.
And I was saying they're famous for their fluid dynamic gender theory. Really, they just did some fluid dynamic theories. And I just put gender in there to kind of make it sound even more Wachowski, whatever the fuck.
Honestly, I
Crazy.
feel like maybe if you said that one last, I might have picked that one.
Yeah, that would have,
There was just something
see.
about the last one you were saying, and I was like, it could have been any of them, but I would have just
Right.
picked that one. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna read off. You gave me 1999, so I'm gonna read three real games.
No, that was
Obviously,
19.
they're
Oh,
all
yeah. Okay. Mine was 98. I gave you 99. I was just
yes.
making sure the audience
So I'm gonna
understood,
name
dude.
three games from 1999.
Okay.
This one's called Virgin Fleet. Virgin, like sexual virgin, Fleet. It's a Konami game for the PlayStation 1. It takes place at the end of World War One, and it's about young women who are virgins who have a special energy called virgin energy, and then they're called upon to pilot fighter jets that rely on that energy. It's an action game. You like parachute into the jungle, and it's like a third person action game. So that's a Konami PlayStation 1 game called Virgin Fleet.
Mm-hmm.
Second game, Glove Star. It's from Interplay. Interplay is the company that released the first Fallout. I don't know if they released Fallout 3 though. It's a Dreamcast game. It's the third game in a I don't know how you like an agreement between Michael Jackson and Sega, because they made two other games. They made Moonwalker and I think Space Channel. They did a dancing game with Moonwalker and Michael Jackson. It's a Dreamcast game. It's a platformer. You play as Michael Jackson's famous white glove. And the objective is to you're backstage and it's just trying to get to the concert at the very end of each stage. And it's more like a Super Nintendo platformer. To kind of just there's power-ups, there's some voice work, and there's some song bits, but they're not great because it's a Dreamcast. There's a dancing mini game after each 5 levels, and you just repeat moves and it also only came out in Japan. So that's 2 games I saved.
Yeah.
And the third one is called Cookies Bustle. It's from a company called Rodic. It's a PC point and click where you play as a little girl who thinks she's a bear from New Jersey. And the objective is to win a gold medal in a sports competition run by aliens. And it's kind of obscure, but I mean, I don't think it's on Steam. Can't really find it anywhere. So
No,
yeah,
I know
so
it's
Cookies Bustle, Virgin Fleet, and Glove Star.
Virgin Fleet's fake.
No.
God damn it.
Glove Star. You think there's a game where you play as Michael Jackson's glove?
Well, I know he has at least one dancing game that was a
That's
ripoff.
why I threw that in there to trick you.
Glove Star, damn it. And
Glove
then
Star, how great does that
so
sound?
many details, I guess. And you're like, there's 5 levels and you can dance after each one. And I'm like, he's not making all of this up. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I made it all.
Were you having a blast just making that up? Just like,
because at first it was called Michael Jackson's Glove Star, and I feel like that might have been a giveaway that it was fake. If I said Michael Jackson first, you would have been like, of course, this guy's picking him. So Virgin Fleet, I think only came out in Japan, and it's like a prequel to an anime. And it's I couldn't even find box art. Yeah, I found it on a list of games that came out that year where it's all about virgins. And I was like, damn, this is insane. How is this a real game? Damn. So yes, Cookies Bustle, Virgin Fleet, and Glove Star. I mean, obviously Cookies Bustle and Virgin Fleet are real. Damn. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that Michael Jackson. I think I wrote more details, but I didn't say them.
Damn, dude. Almost, I felt like I had you.
No.
Got me.
All right, so the next year that I gave you was 2006.
So 2006 was a great year for gaming.
Yeah.
As we know.
Think, was that PS2 or PS3 era? 2006. I feel like that's PS2 still.
Xbox 360, PS2. A lot of
it's like the cusp of PS3. Yeah. It was a pretty good year.
I mean,
I think I just hit puberty.
Who can forget such classics as Barnyard Buddies, developed by LucasArts? Clive and Sam take care of their ailing grandfather's farm in Clayton, Montana.
Okay.
Clive has buck teeth. Sam is a city slicker. They have to work together. They do things like shovel manure, bale hay, collect eggs, and combine the fields for Tragus wagon feed. That's their grandfather.
Tragus wagon feed? Okay.
Yeah. He yells from the 3rd floor about comical relief stuff. It got a 4 out of 10. Awful controls, no connective storyline, and sexual depictions of a cow.
You might have given yourself away on that one, but we'll see. Okay.
Rape-alla tournament fishing. This one came out same year.
Rape-alla.
Yeah, Rape-alla.
Oh, Rape-alla. No, I've never heard of that person.
Okay, whatever. It's Xbox 360. Came out in November from Magic Wand Productions. It had a great funky style soundtrack. Something was a little off about the game. It was the first game with inappropriate force feedback. IGN gave it a 3 out of 10 total. It was literally a flop.
What does
Got a
that
lot of
mean for
negative.
inappropriate force feedback?
That's what it said, dude. I'm just telling you what all these articles read directly.
Okay.
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 Got a lot of negative reviews. A picture of a suggestive wide open hole that was a fish's mouth was the cover. It's just a big old hole. It just
Okay.
came off as a really distasteful game, but a lot
Okay.
of people might remember it, and it was kind of a classic that some of
Okay.
us love. Pony Island. This one for Windows. Daniel Mullins Games released it. IGN actually gave it a 9 out of 10.
Damn, I should have found reviews for mine.
Yeah, it was
That's
a runner game with shooter elements. Lucifer controls an arcade cabinet and corrupts it and sucks you in. It's a psychological horror done so right. This one was renowned for its depiction with ponies.
Okay, so Pony Island, the fishing game. What was the first one again?
Barnyard Buddies.
Barnyard Buddies. I am going to guess that the fishing one is fake.
Ray Pala tournament fishing?
Yeah.
Incorrect. That's a real game.
Shit.
And one of the description even said first game with inappropriate force feedback in a fishing game, and I didn't say why it was inappropriate.
You couldn't
Maybe
find where.
I wonder if it was just because it sucked.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking
Like,
of
it
the
wasn't
cover. You said
appropriate.
like there's just a fish with his like
Oh, it's
mouth
a-
open like a vagina.
It's a big gaping mouth. It's a little inappropriate.
What's the fake one?
They're all real. Oh wait, there is a fake one here. Could you guess?
Was it the Pony Island?
Barnyard Buddies, my friend.
Wow, I guessed twice and got them wrong. Barnyard Buddies sounded.
Didn't
No,
it?
wait. Now that I think about the information you gave, it actually sounds really fake.
I mean, well, they all sound like garbage, but you never know.
Yeah.
And wait, sexual depictions of a cow. That was my favorite part.
Well, then you said inappropriate force feedback, so I was like,
He's
I
just
don't-
messing with all of them,
Yeah.
right? No, I made that part up. So.
fuck.
Yes.
Okay. So the final part, I have 2011. I'm going to name
Okay.
some real games.
Good year. I'd
Good
probably
year.
know them all.
All right. First one is Law and Order Legacies, based off of the TV show. It was a point and click. It only came out for Windows and iOS. It's a point and click graphic adventure where you play as every character from the Law and Order series. So that's like at that point 20 some years. It came out in episodes. You solve like a crime where it brings in all the characters. I think most of them are voiced by the original cast. So that's one. Just a simple game. The second one is called Dream Club Zero. It's from D3, the publisher. Came out for the Xbox, the PlayStation 3. It's a dating simulator where you, the player, get drunk with the hostess of a club and you're trying to gain her favor. But you have to pay to enter the club each time. So a side quest of the game is you get part-time jobs. You do varying degrees of like helping out the club to like make ends meet, to go in and keep talking to her, to either become friends with her or for her to, I don't want to say, but
Wow.
Okay. In the third game, so I said Law and Order Legacies and Dream Club Zero. And the third game is MLB Blitz. It's from EA, PlayStation 3, Xbox, and Wii. It's the same style as NFL Blitz. You can aggressively tackle people running back and forth the bases, throw bats and balls at other players. There is online play. For legal reasons, because of certain players not signing off, it's never been re-released because of like copyrights. So you can't find it on like Switch Online or anything like that. Like it was on Dreamcast, and I think not the Dreamcast. It was on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox. Yeah, like the original systems. I think you could still. There's probably copies at like GameStop or like the bargain bin things. So MLB Blitz, Dream Club Zero, and Law and Order Legacies. All real games.
MLB Blitz.
Did you know that?
There was one thing that really made me go, I think it's this one, and you fucked. You were like, for the Wii, and it had multiplayer online, and I was like, why would the Wii have multiplayer online?
Oh shit, the Wii didn't have online.
Yes, that's what gave it away, dude. Otherwise, it was gonna be tough, and I was leading towards clouds, whatever zero, and I was like, yeah, it's weird enough. Where
Did the Wii not have online play? Wow, I can't believe I flubbed myself.
You flubbed it, dude, and I also
you
I was
sussed out.
thinking,
I sussed. Yeah, you sussed out the
First one.
sus because I was sus and the game was sus.
well, and then I thought there was an MLB version of Blitz, but I thought it was called like MLB Hits or something with a Z.
I didn't even know. Like
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I would have called it Hits, not Blitz. So
there where we felt. I'm actually, you can't see it, but I'm wearing a Transformers shirt because they're robots in disguise, and those games were disguising themselves as real games.
Good
but
call.
we sussed them out.
Sussed them out.
Well, I did a terrible job. I think actually. Do you think
no, we tied.
We tied. Okay. And you sussed me out and the game, so you win.
Board meeting.
You get to take over the podcast.
Yeah, damn it.
You get to edit. You get to talk to the fans in our Discord. You get to do interactive polls. What's up?
I was gonna say goodbye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to do all those things. Once I sign out, I'm leaving the country.
I'm saying
goodbye forever.
Goodbye to the podcast. Sorry, that's what I was doing.
Are you gonna get an electric chair so I can charge it up for you?
Crank that bad boy.
I love the idea that we talked about this in the previous episode, but like us setting up our laptop and doing a live podcast on the stand to convince the judge that we're not responsible for any of the things we've done or said. Like, Your Honor, please. But we can't see him.
Hold
obviously,
on. Hold on, Your Honor. Well,
I think. Can you look at Exhibit A? Like, we can't see it. We don't know.
We can't.
We can't. Someone turn off the camera.
Reported dead body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's our game. There was no real theme behind it. Nick's played Among Us. I probably played it once, like 4 years ago. I didn't like it. No, I never played Among Us.
Weird.
I don't have a kid.
Reported dead body?
And I'm not corny, dude.
You are.
I'm horny. I'm not corny.
Ah, there he is. And I'm wearing a shirt. You may recognize it from this angle.
May not. What does it say?
No, just from this angle. This is the shirt made infamous by my son making a meme out of me.
Oh, talk about the meme real quick because it makes you look sus.
It does. He took a picture of me with his iPad and turned it black and white and made it grainy and then wrote, "Bite me, I'm lonely." and literally put a frame around it or something and sent it to me and said, "Look, Dad, you're a meme." And I was like, okay.
I don't know how that's not gone viral.
I don't know. I'm still trying to make it go.
Someone bite him. He's lonely.
Go. And there's bite marks on the shirt, so I think that's why he said it.
Yeah.
Bit by a dog. Oh, dude. This is the second thing I own that's bit by a dog.
This is disgusting. Maybe you're into dogs. I don't know.
I could be into dogs.
Maybe that's your kink.
Either way, there's a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of stuff going on at home. There's a lot of stuff going on everywhere. It's Among Us. And folks, I don't know what pun we picked for the cover art, but
we don't have a name or a cover art or anything for this episode. All we have were the years.
Good.
So good luck, Nick, making the rest of it.
Good
All
luck.
right. So on that note, folks, thanks for tuning in to another mini episode. Hope you digested this as quickly as we
spit it
out. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the opposite of a digest, but spitting out. So have a good night, have a good day. Game over, and we hope to see you soon.
Game over, folks.